Hi, I'm Pat Ye, developer of the ParvoMedics TrueOne Metabolic card. Welcome to our training videos. Put the computer on the back side of the card, and if treadmill is on the left hand side, we need to allow more space on the left. So in other words, computer should be moved a little bit toward to the right. Then keyboard and the mouse. Next is the monitor. First, you have to assemble the monitor stand together. There's a hand screw you screw in. Then you put the stand onto the back side of the monitor. Then put the monitor on top of the computer. If you move frequently, you can use this elevator stand, or you can push it up for the users to see more clearly. This, you can bend it, or you can lift it up. So that's a monitor. Next is the printer. Printer, when you push it in, leave some space at the front because you need to turn the power button, which is quite invisible here. You also need to look at the LCD display initially, because it will ask you about the date and the time. Usually I just push OK to get over. The printer, after you connect it to the computer, you actually need to get to the Windows setting and the printer. You need to do special maneuver to let it find this printer and select the Lexmark G3 software. Next is the analyzer, and this is the back side. You need to connect the Perma Pure loop to the filter. This is a mixing chamber. Mixing chamber should be on the treadmill or patient side of the cart, and the right under where there are extra space of the top shelf. And we should have a Perma Pure gas sampling line connect to the gas inlet, and the other end connect to the mixing chamber's backside gas sampling port. We pull the Pneumotach flow meter out of the bag, and the Pneumotach has a label to say which direction the mixing chamber should be. Also, it has blue clear tube. You need to make sure these two tubes are more than finger tight. Then follow the direction of the label to hold the mixing chamber and wiggle the Pneumotach onto the mixing chamber. Then you thread the heater cable between the analyzer and the mixing chamber. You also thread the extra part of the blue clear tube in between. After that, you screw on the clear tube and then the blue tube to the blue connector. After you put the Pneumotach on the front side, there's a heater cable you thread between the mixing chamber and the analyzer. And the end of the heater cable has a black connector. You will connect it to the heater connector on the back side of the analyzer. You need to align the top dent to the top center of the connector, push in a 1/4 inch, then you turn this locking ring until it's tight. You should not be able to pull out. This is called Watertrap Assembly. It has an adapter with 2 O-rings. It has the blue water trap filter, has a spiral adapter and the body of the water trap. The blue filter you have to change after every VO2 max test, dry for a day and reuse it. Blue filter is not symmetrical, so on the front end you like to write down face out. And to disconnect on the spiral adapter side, you have to wiggle and pull. On the adapter with 2 O-ring side, you twist. Then you put a new one in. You can squeeze the shorter end to the adapter with 2 O-rings, and again you wiggle the spiral adapter until you reach the end. With this Watertrap assembly totally assembled, then you put the adapter with 2 O-rings onto the port tube of the Pneumotach, and use both hands to squeeze the 1 O-ring, 2 O-rings, and make sure the water trap tube is at the bottom. Okay, put the syringe on the right side of the second shelf, and the other things you can put over here, like extra blue filter, the mouthpiece nose clip, the second 2-way valve. Next is the Swingarm holder, and you need to lock it tight. Then have these 2 segments Swingarm inserted, and this one can be a little bit strong. Okay, at the end of the swing arm, we need to put a Velcro hanger there. And this larger end usually should be open so that it can be used to hold the breathing tube. So usually we have this Velcro hanger hold the breathing tube. And by the way, this is called wrong side of the breathing tube. We can twist it so that it swings to the right direction. And we allow 18 to 24 inch for the subject to bounce up and down. If the treadmill is much higher, then we need to use a 9-foot tube.